Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for another installment in my ongoing series, 50 for 2023. Trying to see how far I can get through a list of 50 singles that I put as targets at the end of 2022. And today we're going to do a 2-for-1 special. Got two cards, one on the baseball front, one on the hockey front. They're going to be cards 19 and 20 for the project. So not too bad. Getting to the 40% complete mark at the conclusion of today's video. So let's do the hockey first really quickly, and then we'll get to the baseball card. It's going to be an Alex Ovechkin card. I do collect the man, but I put only one card of his on the list of targets for this project, and it was the clear-cut parallel out of the Upper Deck flagship set for this past season, 22-23. So here's a previous one to give you some context. This is from the 2017 Upper Deck set, but you can see these are acetate cards, pretty tough pulls. You have to open a lot of product to find any one of those, and they parallel the entire base set. So finding any particular player or star like Ovechkin can be very, very difficult. I am working on a career run of Ovechkin clear-cut cards, and as such needed to get the most recent one and put it on the list. So here it is. Was able to snag this for around $30. The 2022-23 Alex Ovechkin clear-cut parallel. Really good acetate on this one. It really depends on the photo in terms of how well these lend themselves to the acetate treatment. But if you look here, you can even see Mookie Betts in the background through the boards. I mean, this is a really cool card. Love the concept of these. I'm a sucker for acetate in general. Across all sports and non-sports. I just love that technology for card printing. But as I've said many, many times, I think it is most appropriate for ice hockey cards, being a game that is played on ice. It's just something that really, really fits with these clear cards. So happy to have this one. I'm not 100% sure if my run is intact. I know I needed this one, but I need to go back and look. These started in 2016. So I think this is like the 7th year, 8th year, something like that, that these have been around for, and would like to get all the OVs eventually. So there's the Ovechkin card. Guy had an amazing season. Love the alternate photo, sweater on this one. Different uniform there that you don't normally see out of the Caps. And again, exceeded 40 goals even at his age. And it does look, somewhat likely now that he may be able to pass Gretzky. I think he's about 70 goals shy, has a few years left on his contract. So even with some drop-off, expected drop-off in performance due to his age, I do think he's got, a shot at it. So there's the hockey card. Happy to have that new Ovi. And now let's move to the world of baseball. And you have in the background here, this 2018 Topps Gold Mookie Betts. Pulled that one recently out of a cheese box during a rummage and commented that I'm trying to get more versions of the 2018 Betts. And the reason being, he just had, one of the best seasons that I've ever witnessed as a Red Sox fan for an offensive player. He was, as good offensively in 2018 as Pedro was, on the mound in like 1999, 2000, like season for the ages. He won in the same season a batting title, an MVP, and the World Series. And it's a very few seasons in history has a player been able to accomplish all three of those feats: batting title, MVP, and World Series champion. Betts did that in 2018. He also led the league in runs, and he led the league in not just batting average, but slugging percentage as well. And then was also a Gold Glove winner and a Silver Slugger. So, I mean, just about as good a season as you could possibly have. War in the double digits from that year alone. Just insane, and got his championship in the American League. So been trying to get some more versions of the 2018 Betts, as I mentioned when I showed that gold recently. Put on my list for this project to just get a significant 2018 Betts. It could really be any card. I just wanted it to be that flagship image that you see here. And I settled on kind of an odd one, but I'm really happy with how this played out. So here's the card. It's the Topps Mini, and it's the pink parallel. So these are an on-demand, like an online release from Topps, and they're the size of the 75 Topps minis. They've made these for a few years now. I believe they still make them present day. And again, you know, because it's a parallel version of the regular Topps set, just like the 75 minis were, we get that same great pose that he has on, you know, the flagship card, which was really my criteria. But again, I wanted the card to be unique or significant. And these pink parallels are pretty tough. You can see the lower right here. This is copy 25 of 25. So definitely exceeded my expectations as far as finding a cool, unique version of this card to add to the Betts collection. This is definitely not the end of the road for this card for me, or different versions of this card. That 2018 season was significant enough, especially being for my hometown, you know, Red Sox, that I would like to get some more Betts from that year. And I do have a couple of other pretty special 2018 Betts that I actually acquired last year that I still have not shown off on the channel. So I'll have to work those into a future upcoming video. If there's any interest, I've actually considered doing just a full episode to kind of break down my whole Mookie Betts collection, which is pretty extensive. So maybe I'll do that at some point. But for now, for today's video, that's a wrap. I have the one OV clear cut and the one mini pink Betts out of 25. Two more cards down, two modern superstars of their respective sports. Definitely some of the best known names in baseball and hockey with these two athletes. And really happy to cross two more off the list in this project, get to the 40% mark, 20 down, 30 still on the list. Just about on pace. I need to pick it up a little bit. And there are going to be some cards that I think I'm just not able to find that are a little bit too scarce. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. For now, going to keep marching forward into the 20s on the next installment. So for today, thanks for joining me. And I'll be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Till then, keep enjoying the hobby, everybody. See ya.